Friends, brothers and sisters, welcome to Pathways of Hope, a daily reflection on the gospel and the hope that it brings to us in these times. My name is Ted, and I'll be sharing some insights on the gospel for today. Today is Saturday, July 11, 2020, and the gospel reading for today is taken from the gospel according to Matthew, chapter 10, verses 24 to 33. In today's gospel, Jesus uses striking language to talk about three things: discipleship, godly fear, and value and worth. I'd like to focus on the last. In verses 29 to 31, Jesus tells us about cost, value, and worth. He uses a sparrow to illustrate this. He describes a sparrow, a common bird, as being sold 2 for a penny. In terms of cost, they are cheap. Yet Jesus also describes how much a sparrow is worth. Not one of them will fall to the ground without your Father's will. It's a great description of how unfathomably personal God's love is, that one so cheap could be valued so much. A single sparrow that costs half a penny would be worth the attention of the Father himself. Then Jesus tells us that cost is not the same as value or worth. Fear not, you are of more value than many sparrows. If you think about it, we are exactly like the sparrow. We are each one of 7.8 billion people on this earth. And our life, if determined in the mathematics of the world, would each be 1 in 7.8 billion. Practically negligible. In one word, cheap. 2 for the price of a penny, even less. Yet in the eyes of the Lord, we are each of more value than many sparrows, because we were each bought with a price, and it was the price of the crucified Christ. That is how personal the love of God is, that He would know before each sparrow would fall to the ground, that He would bring out the heavenly host by number, calling each by name, that He would call each of us by name, the same name He gives to each one of us, 7.8 billion of us. In Isaiah 43 verse 1 it says, I call each of you by name, you are mine. There's a very old hymn called His Eye is on the Sparrow, and one of its verses goes, whenever I am tempted, whenever clouds arise, when song gives place to sighing, when hope within me dies, I draw the closer to Him. From care He sets me free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. I pray today for the grace to know God's personal love for me, that love that tells me that I am 1 in 7.8 billion, yet I am worth the price of the cross. I pray that you may be blessed with the same grace. If you have been made more hopeful by this short commentary, please spread that hope by sharing this with your friends. Again, this has been Pathways of Hope. Thank you for listening. God bless us all.